Nigeria is the 146th country to sign the Paris Climate Agreement to combat climate change by cutting greenhouse emissions. Up to 8 billion cubic meters of gas is flared annually in Nigeria's oil-rich Niger Delta, making it the fifth largest gas-flaring country in the world. But Africa's biggest producer of oil and gas signed to end flaring, known for depositing tons of carbon monoxide in the atmosphere. So far, it has managed to cut flaring by 2 billion cubic meters, and its government says it wants to do more. The Paris Climate Change Agreement aims at cutting greenhouse emissions by 26 to 28%, and that would keep the planet from warming by 1.5 degrees. But President Trump's plans to cancel it now is raising concerns in emerging countries.
The U.S. naturally should provide leadership. And so, naturally, a lot of countries would begin to have some doubts, even as to keeping their own part of the agreement. And by the time you see states pull out one after the other from this agreement, I mean, the center can no longer hold everything that we had hitherto achieved up to this moment. Everything will fall apart.
Climate experts warn a rise in global temperature by more than 2 degrees could have irreversible consequences. It could lead to a rising in sea levels, unpredictable weather patterns with dire consequences on human lives. The most vulnerable would be millions found in poor countries.
We still have issues of, we cannot confront the issues of flooding. We cannot be able to address the challenges such as the pastoral Boko Haram and, all sorts of crises that we are having. We still have issues of farmers, having difficulties getting land, even women, because the climate change have been having very serious impact on women. Women's capacity to support themselves and even support the children.
So far, this agreement has received about $10.3 billion, especially from industrialized countries, the U.S. being by far the biggest donor with $3 billion pledge. Only $1 billion of that has been paid by Obama's administration. The money is meant to finance climate change adaptation programs, mainly in the developing world. By Trump leading the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Change Agreement, that money could be lost, and that's the real concern here. Kelechi, Emekalam, CGTN, Abuja, Nigeria.